take a look at powers and roots. So these can be a little confusing. So let's take a look at some of this stuff. So first one is we have something to the 0 power, right? So this is a pretty simple rule to remember. Anytime you see any number, no matter how big or how small, to the 0 power always equals 1. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. Next one, negative exponent. Okay, so like 6 to the negative 2 power. Okay, how do we solve that? Right, and so what that one's going to end up, what you do here is, if you know that 6 squared is 36, 6 times 6 is 36, that's going to be now the denominator when we have negative exponent. Right, and then we just put a 1 up here in the numerator. So 6 to the negative 2 equals 1 over 36. To do another example, let's see if we can be comfortable with this. Like what's 3 to the negative 2, right? 3 to the negative 2, right? 3 squared equals 3 times 3 equals 9. That goes the denominator, 1 up top, so it equals 1/9. Right, so it's always going to be, when you see that negative exponent, 1 on the numerator, and then whatever that number is squared, just with a positive exponent on the top. If you want to do one more, 7 to the negative 2, right? 7 squared is 49. That's on the bottom here, 1 on top. Okay, not too bad. All right, so those are negative exponents. So we'll look at one where we have to add those negative exponents together here. 4 to the negative 2 plus 2 to the negative 2. Okay. So in something like this, right, 4 to the negative 2, 4 squared is 16. That means we got 1/16 here. Yes. And 2 to the negative 2, 2 squared is 4. Okay. 1/16 plus 1/4. Now we have to know how to add fractions. So there's two things we have to know in this problem, right? So we want to get common denominator here. So we're going to get 16 as the common denominator. So 1/16 will stay the same. And with 1/4, we are going to multiply the top and the bottom, multiply by 4 over 4, right? And then we'll get 4 over 16, right? 1 over 4 equals 4 over 16. And then when we add those together, we get 5/16, right? And that will be our final answer for that one, right? So we gotta know how to do that. Okay, about multiplying some of these exponents together. So what if you have something like this? 2 to the 4th times 2 to the 6th, right? 2 to the 4th times 2 to the 6th. So if the base is the same, so in this case the base is 2, right? That's this number and this number. If the base is the same, and then we have these different exponents up here, we add them, right? So that equals 2 to the 10th, right? Because I just added 4 and 6 together there to get 2 to the 10th. Now, if as opposed to though, if you had something like this, again, 2 to the 4th to the 6th, right? If you saw something like that, then you multiply the 4 and the 6 together, right? So then that one would equal 2 to the 24th, right? So that's a slight difference, but big difference in what your actual answer is, right? So you gotta know how to do those. And last one, cube root. Okay, so cube root of 27, let's say, right? So in that case, what they're really asking you is, right, what is x to the third equals 27? So, right, x times x times x equals 27. What is x? If you look at that, like, I have no idea, is you start plugging in these answer choices, right? So what's 2, right? Is x is going to be the same each time? 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, right? So no, that's not right. What about 3? 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. There we go. Our answer is 3. That's really the easiest way to go about it, is start plugging in these numbers, much more so than trying to do it any other way. So you see these, understand what they're asking in cube root, and we go from there. So you want to do another one? Cube root. So what if it was of 64, right? And we kind of start with the same thing. So we've already done 2s and 3s, right? If it was with the 2s, we got to 8, right? So the cube root of 8 would be 2, because 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8. We just did 27 and found that the cube root of 27 was 3, because 3 times 3 is 9, and 9 times 3 is 27. And on this one, so let's see what happens with 4s. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4, what do you know? 64, right? So cube root of 64 is 4.